The book, from a certain point of view, took a very brief but exciting look into the past of Biggs Darklighter. In his story, he mentions his part in a mutiny aboard a ship called the Ecliptic. That mutiny was part of his story in Star Wars Legends, and the event has now been made canon. I'm going to cover what happened today, but keep in mind that the specifics are not currently canon, only the fact that there was a mutiny aboard a ship by that name. But in the absence of the full story, this'll do for now. Right off the bat, there are some things that don't quite line up with canon because the mutiny on the Ecliptic heavily involved Derek Hobby Clivian, but his defection story has already been told in Star Wars Rebels. Pablo Hidalgo has said in a Rebels Recon episode that it's possible Hobby infiltrated the Ecliptic to help Biggs defect, but even that is a major departure from the original story. I'm just trying to avoid confusion while we get into this. The Ecliptic was an Imperial II-class frigate where Biggs and Hobby were both stationed. They didn't trust each other, but both of them secretly wished to leave the Empire. The ship's captain was also a rebel spy that was in league with Hobby, and he actually requested a mutiny be staged so Clivian and his friends could escape without jeopardizing the captain's cover. Unfortunately, the Ecliptic was forced to play a part in an attack that pushed Biggs over the edge. As Biggs planned his own mutiny, he caught Hobby eavesdropping. Not knowing of the man's rebel leanings, he threatened to kill him. Hobby had to use a concussion grenade to escape Darklighter, and then all chaos broke loose. Both mutinies began simultaneously, and it was difficult to tell friend from foe. The two groups were able to successfully secure the ship and retain the undercover captain's status. Hobby lost his left arm in the fight, and both he and Biggs learned to trust and respect one another. They took the Ecliptic to the Rebellion and officially joined the Alliance. They were later able to use their ship to steal the X-Wings that would be used in the Battle of Yavin. Biggs and Hobby's mutiny had ramifications for their former flight instructor, Soontir Fel. After two of his best students defected and stole a frigate, he was disgraced and sent to one of the most disreputable fighter wings in the Empire, the 181st. Fel would eventually lead that into becoming the Empire's most elite fighter group. If this story is ever fully brought into canon, I can see it working with little adaptation. The largest discrepancy is Hobby's role and his distrust of Darklighter. Having been rescued from Skystrike Academy by Sabine, he could play a very similar role for Biggs, infiltrating the ship and helping to organize the mutiny as a solidified movement. But that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.